Sign number one, she no longer opens up emotionally or share with you anything intimate. That is the first sign that your girl has left you. Ladies love sharing their emotions. Remember, ladies are emotional beings. There are people that don't love logically, they love emotionally. What do I mean? If your lady loves you, she will share with you everything. Both emotionally, physically, anything that is actually joking around with her or maybe trying to mess around with her mind. So if she no longer care about you, she no longer discuss with you her emotional matters or anything, just know that she has left you. Ladies are beings that love emotionally. That's why the first thing before a lady gets in love with you or fall in love with you, that lady must first have some emotional attachment. There must be some feelings or chemistry that is between you and her. And that's why if you now feel like this girl no longer share with you her emotional problems, or she no longer complains, you just feel that there's some kind of gap between you in that relationship, just know that this girl has gone and has gone forever. Ladies must always, the ladies are people, that's why ladies love attention. There are people that attention to them is like an oxygen. They cannot do without it. So if you feel that your lady now no longer want any kind of emotional communication, no longer want anything to do with feelings or stuff like that, just know she has gone. Secondly, conversation become minimal and she no longer engage like before. We know very well, me and you know very well, that relationship cannot thrive without communication. Communication is the backbone of a relationship. So if your lady no longer engage you conversation wise, or no longer initiate any text or any call, she don't care about you, she don't care whether you call or not, she don't care whether you are there's anything going on between you or not, just know that she has left. Ladies, attention to ladies is like oxygen. They cannot do without it. Ladies cannot do without attention. And that's why if there's one thing that ladies love the most in a relationship, women we can do without too much communication, but ladies love communication. Ladies are people that they expect you to text them, they expect you to call them, they expect you to engage them every day. And probably if you tend to be committed in one way or the other, in a way that you cannot now reach out, she will find a way of reaching out. She will find a way of sending you a text or probably calling you. So if you notice that your girl no longer initiate any call, no longer care about you, no longer engage with you through text or through phone calls or SMS, just know she's on the verge of leaving you. Ladies cannot do without communication. Actually, relationship thrives on communication. Relationship thrives on constant engagement. You check up on your person. You must make sure a day, no matter how busy you are. Nobody is always busy in a relationship. Nobody is always busy when it comes to a relationship. So if you notice that there are a lot of excuses emanating from your girl in terms of communication, you tend to reach out, she ignores the call, you tend to text, she tend not to reply, and probably if she responds, then she responds with one word dry answer. That does know that this girl has emotionally checked out or has distanced herself from the relationship. Ladies love communication. There's nothing that can do without communication. Even in a workplace, you have to communicate. with your colleagues, you have to communicate with your leaders. There's nothing that can thrive without communication. So if you realize that this girl is now distancing herself, or there's nothing, you feel like there's an communication gap, there are some gaps, there are some open loops, there are some kind of moments where this girl just disappears for no reason and don't come back, you feel like everything are not running on smoothly, just know this girl has already. Number 3, she stopped investing in resolving issues in the relationship, or she just left conflicts to slide. Ladies are those people, because we agreed, and me and you knows that ladies are people who cannot operate without, they are emotional people, and that's why ladies are people who cannot thrive in a conflict area, in an area that is full of conflicts, where people fight every day, where things cannot just work smoothly. So what do I mean? If you find out that your lady, just just ignore this, because obviously no relationship is always smooth. You must just fight in one way or the other. You must, you are just two imperfect people trying to find a meaning in life. So if by any chance you crisscross each other's lanes and you find yourself having a squabble, or you find yourself having a fracas, ladies are the first people. They will even call your friends to come and square that matter. They'll even call your family members, they'll call your sisters, they'll call your brothers, they'll call your parents, they'll call your friends to come home so that you sit down and resolve that issue. But if you realize that your lady is no longer interested in solving any issue in the relationship, or no longer care about whether you fight or not, she don't mind, just know that the lady has already emotionally and mentally and feelings wise checked out of the relationship. Ladies are those people who will always do everything to make sure that relationship is at peace, or probably marriage is at peace. But if you notice that lately this girl no longer care, she no longer care about you, she's just there, she no longer care whether you fight or not, and again she feel disinterested in resolving conflicts in your relationship or issues, she just let everything slide, just know that now she has give up, she don't care, and whether you kill her or not, she don't care. That one, just know that everything are not working. She has emotionally and feelings wise checked out of the relationship. Number 4 is constant criticism, or you notice that there's some nitpicking from her side, negative comments every day. Just know that she's no longer in that. Ladies, if a lady is in love with you, any kind of jokes from your side will always make her happy. Anything, she will always praise you, she will always help you in everything you are doing. She can never notice any negative thing from your side if she is truly in love with you. So if you notice that lately this girl constantly criticize you, constantly give you negative comments, constantly there's some kind of nitpickings from her side, and everything you do irritates her, whether you laugh, your laughters, the previous bullshit that was making her happy no longer interest her. Anything you do is just a mess to her. It's just everything you touch is no longer interest her. Every kind of jokes that emanates from your side is just a mess. Just know that girl has left you. A lady that is in love with you will always be happy with your in your presence. A lady that is in love with you will always laugh at every dry joke that comes from your side. So if you just realize that lately they are just constant criticism, whether you do anything better, whether it is good or bad, the lady will always find a way to criticize. Just know that that girl is not with you. A lady that loves you will always be on your side. A lady that loves you will never criticize you anyhow. Yeah, there's some positive criticism, but if you just realize that there are just negative comments, negative issues from the girl, just know she has left. A lady that loves you will not just criticize you, anyhow and on probably regular basis. If she loves you, she won't even notice any negative side of you. She will just always be concentrating on the positive side. So if you realize that lately the girl is just too much on your side, too much with the negativities, just concentrating on the negative side of you, just know that this girl has emotionally and mentally left you. Number 5, if you notice that physical touch becomes rare, she no longer initiate any kind of touch. It can be kisses, it can be hug, it can be anything, become casual. Even if you request for hug, she just give you a casual hug, not that hug that actually you find that can generate a bond. Okay, everything just become casual or non-existence. Just know that this girl has checked out. A lady that has left you or that is not in love with you cannot kiss you, cannot accept a hug anyhow. And if probably she gives you a hug, it will be a very, very casual and just normal hug. She can't find herself just lying on you or probably just holding you so tight. So if you realize that your lady lately no longer initiate a hug or hugging or maybe kisses or this physical touch becomes rare in a relationship or in marriage, just start packing. That girl has left you. A lady that loves you will always want to be closer to you. You will find a way of leaning on your side. So if you notice that lately this girl no longer any kind of physical touch or any kind of physical attributes or this touch or hugs or anything that involves you being closer, this girl don't accept, just know that this girl has left you. A lady that loves you will always hug you for no reason, will kiss you for no reason, will just hold your arms, your hand in public for no reason, will just try to show the whole world that you are the best and you are the one for her. So if such no longer come from this girl's side, then it's high time that you just pack your things and leave, man. Then number 6, you realize that there are other things that are important to her than you. You realize that her businesses, her work, her friends, her family members become now more important out of the blue than you. Just know that you are no longer a priority in her life. You realize that she creates time for her friends, she creates time for her family members, she creates time for any other thing out there, but not you. Just know that this girl has emotionally and mentally left. Lady that loves you will do any other thing out there for you. A lady that loves you will leave everyone for you. A lady that loves you will cut off every person out there for you. So if you notice that lately this girl no longer prioritize you, there's nothing like excuses in a relationship. There's no excuses when it comes to a relationship. If you notice that lately your girl can do any other thing out there at the expense of giving you time, just know this girl has left. A lady that loves you will create your time. A lady that loves you will actually fix her tight schedule to make sure that she meet you. So if you notice that lately There's nothing like that. This girl just do her things. This girl just engage in her stuffs without you. Just know that this girl has left you. They will climb mountains. They will actually swim in crocodile vested rivers. They will do everything just to come and stay with you. So if by any chance this girl no longer give a fuck about you, no longer give a damn about you, please pack your bags. You don't, ladies, don't always just break up with you. Obviously they cannot tell you that, you know what, enough is enough, but they will push you to the wall until you detach and live by yourself. So if you notice that this girl no longer care, this girl no longer want to stay with you, no longer want to give you her time, run for your dear life. Then lastly, you see some kind of disinterest when it comes to future. She no longer discuss future with you. No person out here can actually accept to be in a relationship with somebody that is going to waste her time. They will actually, the first thing a lady wants is a man that have future plans, a man that can hold her, a man that can actually give her that hope that, you know what, we are not in this casually, but we are in this with some kind of futuristic plans. So if you notice that lately this girl no longer discuss about businesses with you, if you notice that lately this girl just talk about her without including you, then know that it is over. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe and make sure that in my next video I'll actually give you signs that your ex is coming back to you, you know. So just subscribe and make sure that we grow together. May God bless you, and I'm just happy to have all these people. Let's head to 1,000 subscribers together, and I know we are going to make it. Thank you so much.